Mm, Perfect. We are ready to get started.
Awesome. All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Megan. For those of you that don't know me, but everyone in here that I see today does know me. And I'm with Ocean Rehab and Fitness, for those of you that are streaming in from Facebook or maybe watching this later. And we're here for our Thursday workout, which happens basically every Thursday at noon, unless there is a holiday. So today we're going to be starting with a bit of breath work and getting into our deep core, something what we call a TVA, which is our transverse abdominis, is the big fancy word for it. And this is part of our, you want to think of like what braces our trunk. So we're going to be getting into that today. Really important to warm up with some of that, especially if you're somebody that is doing any type of like reaching out and away or transferring, or you play a sport, or you participate in a sport. So I know there's a dragon boater in here, anything like that. So pretty much everybody would benefit from something like strengthening their TVA. So we're going to do that, and then today's theme is just cardio. So we're going to be getting our heart rate up. We're going to be using a few pieces of equipment. I just had this here, so essentially for some of the cardio stuff, if we have something like this or a yoga block, a lot of times I'm going to ask us to put it here in between our knees. So if you're someone that knows your hips wiggle around, or if you have a lot of spasticity, we're really tight in our inner thighs, I'm going to ask you to put a ball or even a yoga block, and we're just going to have it here for most of today. Okay. And then this can also be a piece of equipment too. So if you have something down here, go ahead and grab something that's a little, it can be a ball, it can be a lightweight, but something light that we're going to use to be doing some of our core work with and our movement work. So I'm demonstrating with a little bit of a heavier ball, but please use something pretty light. It's just about the movement. I just don't want to see us doing this. So I do need you to hold something. A water bottle works, like even a phone. If you have good enough grip, just something that's going to separate your hands. Hi, Charlotte. I'm so glad you could make it. So those possibly two things. And just a reminder that if the ball you want to use was in between your knees, you can always put like a rolled up towel in between your knees. You can switch it out. Okay. So those two, and then some type of band if you have it, preferably a bit longer. If you can, I'm going to say go with a lighter band today. If you have more than one resistance, just have a couple out there. Otherwise, let's go with a little bit of a lighter band today, and we're going to be using that. And then our last thing, oh, sorry, and for those of you that don't have a band, you can use like stretchy pants or tights. And you can also, this action we're doing today, you don't even need the band. If you have nothing and you just want to do the movement, you absolutely don't need resistance at all. Okay, so that's the option. And then the last thing, which I would like everybody to have, is some type of dowel. So definitely needs to be wider than the shoulders. Okay, something that you can easily grip onto. And this dowel can be like Sydney, you can use your paddle. You can use a big umbrella that's not blown out, and a dead hockey stick, broomstick, whatever you have. Okay, so those are pieces of equipment, and we're going to set them aside for today, or for right now, while we get into some of our breath work. And last thing, before we get into our breath work, I've just been taking a little bit more time in the beginning of our workouts to open up and talk about posture when we start. So if you're sitting in a chair that has a lot of dump, in other words, it gets us to sit kind of back like this. We want to avoid this, and we want to try and get ourselves propped up a little bit more so that we can be right on our sit bones, because this gives us a lot more access to our breathing muscles and our trunk. So whether you have a ball or something behind you, if you can just prop up to get yourself seated more upright. A chest strap would work if you have a chest strap. If you're in a power chair, go ahead and just recline yourself a little bit maybe, so that you can stay in that tall position. Okay, so now that we've all found our tall position, I want everybody to close their eyes if you're comfortable. Nobody can see you anyways. Okay, and I'll close mine as well so that we're all the same. And we are going to be working on just breathing. So I don't want you to change anything right now. I just want you to close your eyes and I just want you to be aware of your breath. Okay, and we're gonna do, let's do 6 cycles together, 6 to 8, okay? So at your own time, you're just noticing your breath. We're not changing anything. Okay, and I just want you to notice the speed of it. Are you feeling relaxed? Are you feeling a bit anxious? Are you feeling tired? Maybe you're feeling like you have a lot of energy and you can't wait to move. Okay, 2 more. Okay, good. Open your eyes. Awesome. So now I want us to actively try and make our breath bigger and try and get more into the diaphragm, so into our belly. So I call these belly breaths or crocodile breaths. So hands, if you want, it's really helpful sometimes to get some feedback. Hands can go here, okay? And sometimes it's nice to even put a hand up on the chest, but I'm going to demonstrate down here today. So as we inhale, I should see, if I was looking at you, your hands expand, your belly is going to expand. So you're going to send the air into your belly. So here we go, inhale. And then as you exhale, it's going to sink, fall. Okay, and again, inhale. And exhale, sink. Okay, so try and get out of that chest breathing. We really want to be down here. Okay, inhale. And exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale. Okay, we're going to do 6 more as a group. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. We're halfway. If you're not at my tempo, that's okay. Just keep going. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Awesome. Good. Okay. So now that we have the breath going, the TVA is just one step away from that. So it's the same inhale, the belly expands, but now on the exhale, instead of just letting the belly fall, I want you to actively pull the belly button in. So it's as if I had a string attached to my belly button. Okay. And as I exhale, the string is being pulled to my back, to my spine. Okay, so if I'm here, I'll just come up here so everybody can see. So if I'm inhaling, okay, inhale, expand, and then exhale, I'm actively pulling the abs in. So I don't know if you can see, but it got everything kind of drawn in, and I'm feeling tension all across here. Okay, so try that again. Inhale, big expand, and then exhale. Actively sink that abs in. Belly button draws to the spine. This is hard for some of us. This takes a lot of practice. So if you're not getting it on the first time, that's okay. Here we go. Inhale. And exhale. Good. And again, inhale. And exhale. Draw that belly button in. Good. Inhale again. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Everybody, you're doing great. Let's do 4 more. Okay, this gives you enough to try and really concentrate on it. Inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale. 2 more. Inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale. Good. Okay, enough of that breath work. I know that's a lot, but the benefit of that is tremendous. And if we can try and get tapping into that TVA activation, that's that much more trunk stability you're going to get for all of your movement that we do in your workout when you're getting dressed and you're maybe having to pick yourself up if you have not as much core function here when you're reaching out for a plate in the kitchen, this falling over stuff, right? The more we can get that abdominal brace, the more stability you're going to have when you're doing all these things in life, okay? All right, enough of me blabbing. Let's get moving. Shoulder stay down, and you're going to be drawing a nice half circle with your nose. So my shoulders are down, they're not moving. Rolls for the neck, nice and easy. I think Kim just came on. Hi, Kim. I think it's Kim, not Marnie. Or no, maybe it is Marnie. Hi, Kim or Marnie. And up. I think you told me last time who that was. And roll. And awesome. It's Marnie. Perfect. And roll. Okay, now we're going to go straight up. So we're going to take our eye gaze up, bottom jaw on the top, and then tuck your chin and grab something with your chin. And then again, eyes up and center and tuck the chin and center. What's happened to our tall posture? Are we all still there? Tuck the chin and center. Nice. And again, up and center and tuck and center and up and center and tuck. Now we're going to tip the ears straight down. So first, make sure that chin is tucked back. Tip and up and tip and up. Tip and up. Good. Tip and up. Keep moving and up. Tip. Last 2 here and 1. And now we're going to go right into our cat-cow. Coming up, tuck the chin, rounding in the spine. All the way down. Nice big spinal movement, flexing in that spine, letting your head hang heavy. Slowly rolling up. Shoulders behind, hands behind you, shoulder blades in your back pockets. Lift your heart to the ceiling and take a deep breath here. And we do that again. Tuck that chin, rounding in the spine, all the way down. Good. Slowly rolling up. Hands behind you, eyes to the sky, shoulder blades in your back pockets. Reach your heart up to the ceiling, and let's take a deep breath here. And we do it again, tucking that chin, at least 4 of these, rounding down. Moving nice and slow. If I'm going too fast, then just slow it down. That's okay. We should never feel dizzy or lightheaded here, okay? And hands behind you, shoulder blades in your back pockets. Reach your heart up to the ceiling. Deep breath. Last one, everybody. And tuck that chin, rounding in the spine, all the way down. Slowly going down. Deep breath here. Come on up. Hands behind you, eyes to the sky, shoulder blades in your back pockets. And we're going to reach right up like you're going to pull something down from the ceiling. And come on down. It's our first reach of the day. And down. Well, at least with me. Maybe some of you have already worked out already. Rock stars. And up. And up. Nice. Last one right here. And now we're going to take that same arm. We're going to rotate and we're going to tap over that shoulder and other side. Reminder, you can use this hand to get leverage to get a bigger rotation. I don't mind. And rotate. And rotate. And rotate. Exhale if you can, right here. Let's do last 3. And 2. And 3. And now arms are going to come out tiny little circles here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Warming up those rotator cuffs. And coming forward. 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 bear hugs. And then we're doing that again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5. Now we're doing those rotator cuff circles again. 1, 2. Keep going. 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. And last time. 1. Keep those arms up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we're going to reach up. Corner. And then you're going to go down. Nice long spine. Try and tap the right hand side. Corner, like you're reaching to the corner of the room, and then reaching down to the other side. So we're getting a twist and a hinge. And over. Try and not collapse over your body. We're trying to reach. So I'm keeping my chest lifted. So it's not about the depth. It's about the hinge, if you can. If you need help, you can take your hands down and come and hinge like this instead of bringing the hands all the way down. So if you need that extra support, take it. So it would look like this, okay? And then you can use your hands to push off. That's it. Couple variations here. One more. And then that's it here. Nice. Awesome. All right, shake those out. We're going to get right into it today, just so that we can get into our circuits. So the first thing we're going to do is using our dowel. So we're going to start with 3 exercises. So grab your dowel. Friendly reminder, if you're going to use something, now's the time to put it in between your knees. So if you have a lot of spasticity, if you have maybe your legs have some tone, but they tend to like flop out a little bit and you're able to hold something here, that would be good. Or maybe you have a lot of wiggles in the hips. So make sure this isn't weighing anything. It should be light. Okay, so I'll just place this here so everybody can see and just remind themselves that's what we're doing. So we're going to start with just around the world. So we're going to take a chin and take it neutral. We're not ever going to look up, and we're going to take the hands nice and wide with the dowel, and we're going to start with just nice, easy 10 of these here, okay? 2. Okay, everybody together. 3. 4. 8. 9. This is 10 coming up, nice and easy. And that is your 10. Awesome. Take that aside. Okay, we're going to grab your band, a light band. If you need to have a loop in it, then go for it. Otherwise, we're just going to wrap over. We're going to do a sword pull here. Okay, so my hand is out. Okay, I'm holding the band. If you need to like double wrap it like this because your grip, that's fine. Otherwise, you can do, if you can tie like a knot and have a loop, that's an option too. Okay, so one hand is out, you're looking at it. This band is probably lighter for most of us. Okay, we're brushing our hand across a table and we're gonna pull that band and it's like we're gonna smell it. So it's coming right to my nose. Okay, here we go. This is 15 and 4. If you need more stability than this and you can't have 2 hands out at once, you can have this hand resting on something like this, okay? And if the table or whatever the top is, the countertop is higher than what I'm showing, that's even better. Okay. And awesome, 9. So we're doing 15. This is why I said light. 5, 4, 3, 2, that's 1, and then take a break. Other side. Awesome. Set yourself up. Woo. Getting warm in here. Okay, other side. So do what you need to do. Loop. Looking over that front arm. It's either here in space or it can be resting on something, and that something can also be like shoulder height. Other hand is up, grabbing the band, elbow high, and you're going to smell the band. Bring the band to your nose like you're going to smell it, and then right back where you started. So these are called bow and arrows. And this, if you're a subscriber on Ocean Insider Club, this is on here. It's on there. So you can look this up and get more trainer tips. There's a great video on this. Okay. 4. Keeping those shoulders away from those ears. Think of getting tall through the crown of the head. And breathing. Think of that deep belly breath we did. 5 more here. Do what you can. If 15 is too much, that's fine. You take a break. You do what you can. And 3, 4, and that's 5. Woo, take a little rest there. Good. Okay, this last one, we're going to do our jacks, okay? So it's like a jumping jack in the sense that we're going to come up and we're going to clap our hands together, and then you're either going to stay tall and slam your hands down to your sides, or if you can, you're going to come forward and then tap your hands under your feet, okay? Only 10 of these. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. I should hear everyone clap. And 2. And 3. That's it. Keep breathing. Moving at your own tempo. We're halfway. 8. Nice, everybody. 9. And that's 10. And then you are done. Awesome. Okay. And these are a little shoulder heavy, so I'm going to time our rest. So you get at least 40 seconds, and then we're doing this again. Oh, and while you're resting, I'm going to grab my water that I forgot to bring over. Be a good example and drink water while we're working out. I knew I forgot something when I was setting up. Okay. So that is 30 seconds. Last 10 seconds to take a break, and then we're going to do all of that again. Okay? So remember where we started? Grabbing your dowel. Okay? Around the worlds for 10. Then we have our bow and arrow, and then we have our jacks. Nice and tall. Hands are wider than your shoulders. Here we go. 3, 2, and we go 1. Keep those shoulders away from those ears. The goal is just to get the dowel right above our head. Good. 2 more here. Peach under your chin. And that is your 10. Awesome. Set that aside. I'm going to start on the side I ended with. That's up to you, though. If you have one side that's extremely better than the other, maybe it's from an injury you're working with, or maybe it's from decreased sensation, from a disability, whatever it is. If you have one that's insanely better than the other, I would say start on your stronger side. Okay, but if you're not sure and they're kind of even, switch it up. Here we go. Shoulders down, band is on an imaginary tabletop, okay? Here we go. 3, 2, and then we're going to smell that band. Bring it to your nose and then back. Okay, 15 here if you can. And last 5 for my count. Make sure you're still tall. We don't want to start slouching. 2 more. Feeling that shoulder blade on your back glide and shake it out other side. Those are tough. Okay. Here we go. Other hand, setting yourself up. Arm out or on a surface. Shoulders down, nice and tall. 3, 2, and 1. Smell that band. Feel that shoulder blade on your back gliding. And almost there. This is 5, 3. Keep breathing. 2, do what you can. 1, I know that's a lot, and take a break from that band. Awesome. Okay, we have our jacks. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. I should hear you right here. Getting that heart rate up. 3, keep that breath going. Over halfway, everybody. And 10. And that is your break. Awesome. Okay, get some water. We are doing a third set. I'm going to set us on that timer again for 30. And we're doing it one more time before we move on, okay? Okay, you still have about 15 seconds. Reminder, most of you know this, but if you have any questions or comments or concerns, please feel free to write in the chat. I'd love to hear from you. Hopefully I can help you out or just acknowledge what you said. Even if you're on Facebook, you can write in the chat and Sasha will let me know what you said. All right, that was your long enough break. We're doing all this one more time. So grab your dowel. Here we go. 3 around the world. 2, 1, and we're coming up. Nice and tall. Upper body, your trunk, your chin, nothing should slouch. We want to get taller with that chin tucked with every raise of the arms. That's it, everybody. Over halfway. How's the ball doing? Do we still have something in between our knees? And again, last one. And you can set your dowel aside. Beautiful. Okay, the band. I'll give an alternative. If this is getting really hard for you and you don't have a thinner band, you can get benefit by just doing the action. Okay, so I'm just throwing that out there because some of us will be at all different levels and who knows what kind of equipment we all have. Here we go. Getting ready. Otherwise, we're holding the band, shoulders down, get that band, smell it to your nose, and then right back where you started. Last 3 here. Keep that breath going. And 3, and awesome. Good. Beautiful, Charlotte. I will send that to David and get you some new bands. Thank you. All right, here we go. 3, 2, other side, and here we go. Charlotte, do you need all of the sizes? Do you need the color, like blue? I think there's blue, green, yellow, and red. Do you want one of each? You can just let me know in the chat and I'll send an email. That's it, everybody. 5 more, breathe. You can ditch the band if you need to. 2, 3, and that's 5, and awesome. You're actually done with the band for today, so you can put that aside. All right, last one, we have our jacks. Here we go. Last time, I bet you're glad these are done. 3, 2, and 1. Nice big clap. I should hear it. Seven. Good. 8. That's it. Keep going. 9. We're almost there. And then you're done with this circuit. That was a hard circuit. And shake it out. Good. Shake out those arms. Keep this in your knees if you still need it. And then you don't need your band anymore, but we're going to be using the dowel and then the other object that you have that is, if you have a ball in here, then you can use something else here. If all you have is what's in your between your thighs, then take it out and we're going to use it. Okay. Whatever you have for this next one though, make sure it's light, whatever the object is. Okay. This is a really good one though to have something in between your knees if you know you do a lot of wiggling in the hips. Okay. And that's kind of why I got us all to do this today. Some of you do it anyways. All right. Here we go. So we're going to get into wood chops. So holding your ball, I want you to think like you could hear, like if you were listening to a shell on the beach, you're going to bring it right up to your ear. Like you're going to listen to it. And then you want to pretend like there's like something at your hip. Okay. Or maybe it's the rim of your chair. And I want you to chop it down to the rim of your chair. So seashell, hear the seashell, and then down. Okay. Up. So it's like you're chopping something down, but we shouldn't be chopping so hard that we end up chopping and falling forward. So if that's happening, lighten it up a little bit, be a little bit more smooth with your movement until you build some of that stability, and then we can make it more of a chop. Okay, this is high reps, everybody. 15 on one side, 3, 2, and 1. Good, keep that breath going. Last 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, shake that out. Then we're going to do the other side. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Seashell. Seashell. Getting taller. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Okay. Set that aside. Grab your dowel again. Kayaks for 1 minute. So unlike me, because I choose to teach this on my couch, we are going to drive your dowel down into the floor. So I wouldn't be able to do that because I'm going to hit my couch. So I'm demonstrating a little bit more shallow, but I would really like it if you can to really drive down as best as you can, okay? I'm not looking for too much change in the torso or the trunk, so I don't need us to be driving like that. I more want us to stay as tall as we can, driving down, but really rotating with the movement. Okay, we have this for 1 minute. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Kayaks. Not stopping in the middle, just moving right through it. Keep going, focusing on your breath. Notice how my hips aren't wiggling. This is where that ball comes in handy, right? You're over halfway. "15 seconds. Keep going, keep going. Really rotate through that trunk for 3, 2, and take a break. Keep holding your dowel. We're going to use the dowel again. You're going to hold it upright at your chest, and we're going to think of punching and then resetting it. Punching and then resetting it, okay? Punch and then reset. Here we go, 10. Good, keep that breath going. 4 more, 1, 2, just a chest height, 3, and that's 4. Awesome. Okay, that is our next circuit of 3 exercises. So we have our wood chops, right? Seashell chop, 15 one side, 15 other side. Kayaks with the dowel for a minute, and then 10 of these jabs. Okay? So get water, now is your break, and then we're going to do all 3 of those in a row. Make sure you are staying hydrated. Make sure you're staying cool. Some of this cardio work can get our heart rates up a little bit more, which means that we might get a little more heated in our body. So if that's something you know is a challenge to cool down, make sure that you have the appropriate stuff around you, water, cool towel, a fan, whatever it is you need, so that we can keep working, okay? Okay, last 10 seconds and then we're gonna get started. Okay, here we go. Wood chops. Okay, I'm gonna start on the opposite side. Once again, totally up to you what you wanna do. 3, 2, and 1. Nice and controlled with your movement. If you're throwing it away, you're choosing to pause at the bottom. So we hit, hit. Last 5. And that's 5. Okay, other side, getting ready. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. For 15, we're over halfway. And that is 1. Nice. Okay, set that aside. Grab your dowel. We're going to set up for our kayaks. Okay, we're 1 minute on the clock. Here we go. I still want you to have the ball in between your knees if possible. 3, 2, 1, and go. Drive that kayak down into the imaginary water. Using your breath. Imagine like you're out on the water in the sun. Some of us are doing that weekly now, which is so exciting. For those of you that aren't sure of what I'm talking about, check out the BC Moss program for adaptive kayaking and adaptive paddleboarding. Pretty cool. Falls Creek. You can sign up today. Okay, you are almost there. Last 10 seconds. 3, 2, and that is your minute. Awesome. Okay, now we're doing our 10 pushes. Okay, so nice and tall. Here we go. Watch when we do this push. If you're somebody that tends to fall forward a little bit, watch we don't take the neck up to help us balance. If you are going to fall forward when you push all the way out, maybe you just push out a little bit, okay? Try and keep that balance point. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Just 10. And that's 10. Awesome. Okay, we are going to do just one more round today. Okay, so all 3 of these, one more round, and then we'll have time to end with a little bit of stretching for the neck because we didn't do a lot of release work at the beginning today. We're focusing on our breath, which is super important. So you get about 30 seconds from when I started talking, and then we're going to do this circuit one last time. Starting in 10 seconds. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, wood chop. 1, and go. Listening to that seashell. Last 5 here. Nice. Transitioning to the other side. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Two, and that's 1. Awesome. Okay, you can set that away, whatever you were using. Okay, getting your dowel for the last 2 exercises here. Okay, we're going to be here for 1 minute. So nice and tall. Reminder to really rotate through the trunk. So we're rotating through that belly button as opposed to the hips, right? Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Focusing on that breath. You've got it, everybody. You're almost at the end here. Hang tight. You are over halfway. Stay tall, stay strong, keep moving, even if you have to slow down a little bit. Eight seconds. 2, 1, and you are done that. Beautiful. Okay, last time here with our pushes. Coming up. 3, 2, 1. Only 10. And done. Awesome. Okay, you can put all your equipment aside. And we'll just do a little bit of a cool down stretch here to start. That was a little bit more intense than normal, but it's been a bit condensed what we did today. But we moved through. So that was 6 full sets of cardio work and a little bit of core. Here we go. Reaching up and over. All the way. This is a movement cool down. Okay, so we're moving through this one. We'll get to hold it here in a second. Over, get that side body stretch. Your heart rate still may be a little bit elevated from the work we did. That's okay. And other side, reach. Good, last one right here. Okay, and now I'm gonna sit tall. We're gonna rotate. I'm gonna set you on a timer. So rotate, hold, look over that shoulder, 30 seconds here. Make sure you're not rotating too much to where we can't breathe properly. If your breathing feels a bit challenging, then I would just unwind a little bit. Slowly unwind, other side. Okay, 30 seconds here. Getting taller. And slowly unwind. Okay, you're gonna tuck that chin and you're gonna look down at your armpit. And we're on the clock here. This makes a huge difference when we're sitting tall. So make sure that you're as tall as can be. And you should be feeling this in the opposite side of the neck and slightly back on this opposite side of where you're looking. Okay, slowly unwind that. These are smaller muscles. We want to move slow. Other side, tuck that chin back to start. Looking down at your other armpit, and you're on the clock. And slowly unwind and come back to center. Awesome. All right, everybody, that is our class today. Thank you so much for coming. I'm always so appreciative of the people that show up, especially those of you that show up pretty consistently. It's really nice to see. If you have any questions or comments, I will be here for another minute or two. Charlotte, I did get your note about the bands. I will just get you one of each color because I never heard back from you. So I will send that off right now. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you all next week, and I hope you have a great week and a great weekend.
Thank you so much, Megan. Wonderful as always, and so good to see you.
So good to see you. Yeah, so good to see you. I don't think anyone has anything, so.
And we're all good on Facebook and YouTube as well.
Perfect.